Hello everyone, and welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. Greetings, I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic and intuitive reader. This is a weekly reading for my fellow water signs Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome, but please keep in mind that these are general messages and they will not resonate with everyone. So take what is for you and leave the rest for someone else. If you are new to my channel, a huge welcome, and please guys, feel free to head over to the community tab as well as my Instagram page at starswithstasi, where I am running 2 contests each month, giving my followers and subscribers an opportunity to win a free half-hour live Zoom reading with me. All right guys, so the directions are posted and both contests are pinned on their respective pages. All right guys, thank you so much. Please feel free to share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and most of all, leave a comment below. It's free love showing me that I am resonating with the collective. All right, guys, thank you so much. Without further ado, let me tap in. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, interdimensional beings overseeing this act of divination for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Venus, please give me the highest and best messages. All right, this is your weekly reading for September 16th through the 23rd, Scorpio. All right, we have Mercury going direct on the 16th, and we start Libra season on the 23rd. It's a big week of cosmic movement. All right, let's see what we have. Number 19, Fallen Angel, Spiritual Narcolepsy. Oh, this is a great progression. Hold on. I get excited. All right, The Wall, Obstacles, number 56 and 30, Horseman, Herald of Change. Oh, we're in it, huh? I guess they're not done with us, is what Spirit's saying. We do have quite an exciting month of change in October headed our way, so I'm certain that this is the beginning of that period. So something to keep in mind is that here in October, right, we have the final stamp of approval being put on our destiny plan, so to speak. So as I always say, this started back in October of 2023 or 2022, most memorably, right? And that's when we had eclipse season last, and then we had it in, well, that's not true. Then we had it again in April, and that's when they moved into Aries and Libra. And so now this is the last part of the eclipse season happening for us. So let's talk about it. Fallen Angel, Spiritual Narcolepsy, number 19, that reduces to the number 10. This is all about beginnings and endings, and again, beginnings and endings. The way that this is coming through to me is that we are going to be tested this next week and coming into the last half of this month. I suspect that we are going to feel challenged and we're going to feel a bit exhausted, okay? And we might be wondering where our angels are, right? But that's okay. They haven't left us. This is the refinement period. This is the tail end of it, right? We see the finish line ahead. The Wall, Obstacles, number 56. This reduces to the number 11. I'm hearing Archangel Metatron is available for angelic assistance and support. All right. So call on your angels. Know that this portal, number 11, is a divine gateway. All right. And that you are going to overcome this spiritual hurdle. Absolutely. We've got Horseman, Herald of Change, number 30, reducing to the number 3. The number of community and change and bringing things together. Manifestation as well. Let me see. Self-expression. It's also a number of optimism and enthusiasm. So Spirit's asking you to stay optimistic through this next week because there's a lot of lunar energy, and also Mercury going direct is going to actually give us more energy. We may feel a little restless this week, as I am feeling restless looking for the cards. All right, one second. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing. And guys, just for a matter of reference, I'm recording this on the new moon in Virgo. So hello, new moon in Virgo. All right, which is great. So new moon, new you, right? All right, let's see. And you can start, as I've been saying before, those seeds that you planted back in April are about to be harvested, right? So it's that last little bit of refinement that we've got to get through this week. I do feel that we're going to be tested a bit with our patience, as well as having a lot of racing thoughts, is what I'm hearing with the planetary energies. One moment. 1, 2. We've got the Strength card, finding your inner strength. 7 of Wands, setting up boundaries, and the Magician. Yeah, so we have been working really, really hard over the last 18 months. I mean, extremely hard at changing our location, how we look, how we feel, our perceptions. And so over the last, I don't know, 6 months specifically, wow, as I said earlier about the number 11 being a divine portal, in my mind, I was thinking about the Four of Wands, because I always say, thank you, oh, they want this too, and this one. Thank you. All right. So I was saying that the Four of Wands is a card of community, commitment, friendship, marriage, all of these things. However, it's also how I see a divine portal that you walk through, because to me, the Four of Wands reminds me of an 11, right? The portal. So it's just confirmation that we really are in manifestation mode, as well as the Magician shows up. Actually, Scorpio, now that I'm really looking at it, I was about to say there's only 3 cards with a lemniscate on them, and actually they both came up in our, that's great news. So Spirit saying that whatever challenges you may perceive this week and even next week, as all of the things start to really take momentum, you have control over that perception. Spirit says you have to dig deep. You didn't make it this far just to stop. This is about refinement. This is about taking some time, because the energy has been such that it's been go, 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 go. And now it's a time to pause and reevaluate and look around, and because, you know, let's say your business is booming, because mine is. Thank you, everyone. And speak it into existence, right? Let's say your business is booming and you are just raking in the money, and that's great news, but you haven't had a chance to look at your budget or who you can hire, if you can hire, do you need to hire, those types of things. You know, maybe your bills need to be adjusted, and you need to, you know, like we need a minute, we need a timeout. And that's kind of what we're getting. So create boundaries for yourself this week. Don't get involved in anything low vibrational. Don't get involved in a back and forth with anybody. A family is going to be a big thing this week also, is what I'm picking up. So there could be some disruption with family, and maybe not even disruption, but you might just need to have some space. One moment. Ace of Swords, excellent. 8 of Swords and 4 of Swords. Lots of air energy here. Ace of Swords, usually the truth of the matter, technology, something incoming, brand new. 8 of Swords, getting out of your own way or self-imposed restrictions. And the 4 of Swords is about rest. So we're absolutely going to clarify all that for this week, but that's very interesting to me that the central position is all sword energy. We have great success at the end of this week with the 6 of Wands coming through. Excellent news for us. 6 of Swords, moving ahead to calmer waters. Spirit is saying maintain this week. Maintain. It's maintain as the 5 of Wands comes out at the end. So this is disruption, chaos, bickering, but these aren't masterminds. All right, look at this. You see this? These people are fighting with sticks. All right, so it might be a family member or somebody. It could be a fire sign. Oh, and actually the 4 of Pentacles is showing up. So honestly, if you guys are selling something or doing something, you know, chunky money related, like getting rid of a home or buying a home, a car, those types of things, I'm hearing make sure that you review the contracts and stand your ground, right? Like you might get some back and forth with a buyer or something of that nature is what I'm hearing. Stand your ground, and you are the person that is going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Let's see. You are the one that's going to create the boundaries for the negotiation, for lack of a better word. Like you have the final say. So be mindful of your money. And I said this last week, it's not time to lend out your money. I'm sensing that oh, thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. Some of you are going to get approached by a family member for some money. The answer is no. All right. Unless you truly believe that you never want to see it again and you're not going to hold it over this person's head. And if they never speak of it again, that's fine with you. Scorpio, what are the chances that's the case? So I would highly suggest that the best course of action when a family member, friend, roommate, someone close to you comes and asks for money, regardless of what it is that the story gets to you, right? Your best course of action is to empower that person and maybe help them in a different way by showing them how to feed themselves, how to get their own money, pointing them in direction of learning a new skill to empower themselves. So while that's very specific, that is actually coming through for the collective, not just one or two of us. I'm also hearing that for those of you that are waiting for court case matters to wrap up, I believe there's going to be new information regarding a court case, a hearing. You might get some word back about the status of a contractual account. And you're going to have to make some decisions, but it's also, I'm hearing that's going to work in your favor. Again, the Six of Wands, a lot of victory. You're going to be able to put things down. It might not go without a little back and forth, but it's, again, still you are maintaining the position of power. They're saying that the Strength card, the manifestations are in your favor. This is something that you are ending as a result of work that started in April, but originally began back in October. So if you left a relationship in October, for example, a lot of that's going to come to an end. The sale of a home, the sale of a car, mutual property being dismantled. That will definitely be happening by October. But if it hasn't already come to a head for it to begin the disentanglement process, like the final stages of it, that will probably happen by the end of the week. I'm sensing a lot of communication about, some of you might be hearing back from a job. One moment, please. I said last week that some of you may be approached for a promotion. And for some of you, you may have already been applying, right? You're going to hear back about that. If you are being asked to relocate, you are in a position to ask for a relocation assistance and a bonus, and you'll get it. What else? Let's see. All right, let's clarify these. I also, Scorpio, there is new love coming for you this week as well. One second. I'm sensing that the majority of you are going to meet someone online if you haven't already, and that relationship is going to be one that captures your attention. One moment, please. As I say that, I just want to make sure nothing else fell, Scorpio. As I say that, and I always see the Ace of Swords as online communication, online truth of the matter, something online communication, in addition to learning something new. But with the Strength card being clarified by that, I'm picking up that the last of that disentanglement process that you're going through, you may find out, again, like I said, more information about that clarifies the next steps, right? Ace of Swords. So if you also were in a position where maybe you felt that someone had wronged you, lied on you, that karmic justice is really taking flight. So a couple of things to remember: that Venus went direct on the 4th of September. And I believe by now, by the time you're listening to this, she's out of shadow. And so she's really starting to do her thing. She is coming for, she's got a bone to pick here and there with the people that have wronged others. So she's very much about balance and harmony and love and all the good feels, but she really doesn't like to be disrupted. So she's woken up to a bit of karma that is going to shake out. So you can expect that with Mercury going direct by the end of this month, and specifically by the end of this week, you're going to start to feel a lot of restlessness potentially. So be mindful of your sleep patterns and be mindful of your water intake, Scorpio. All right, make 1 second. That's fascinating, guys. So I've got the Ace of Swords clarifying the Strength card, but it's also in your central position, right? In your central column. And so is the Four of Swords. So then we have the Seven of Wands being clarified by the Four of Swords again. So really just taking some time out to refine your business goals is what I'm hearing, and your budget, and to get ready for the end of the year. That they really want you to do that. Take some time and look at your budget and your money. They keep going like this to me. Don't lend out your money. That must be really coming up. Also, one moment, please. Okay. Pluto is, what is this? 1 second. All right, scratch that, Scorpio, 1 second. Actually, no, they're saying that expect some type of refinement let me start over because I'm trying to find the words. When it comes to your parental units or you being a parent, however that works where you are the patriarch, right? So the males in the family, the someone that you see as a parent or something like that, they may be looking for additional support from you this week, or it may be that you are looking for support from them. But there's something about the masculine in your family and you needing to communicate with them. So just keep that in mind, guys. I've got the Page of Pentacles clarifying the Magician. I do feel that this is talking about the recent deep dive, Scorpio, that you've done in a business setting. I know because a lot of my clients are Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio as well. We really have pivoted in our business mindset. We've pivoted in the way we see just about every aspect of our lives and the way we look at society as a whole. And so we see the writing on the wall. We understand that it's time to make different decisions that are going to benefit us and our coins, right? And so we have taken time to study the new things that are out there that are going to help us be more, I don't know, aligned with the times is all I can say. So be adaptable, Scorpio. Make sure that you're taking time to see what's really happening around you as far as the technology is concerned. You cannot sit this one out. You know, in the beginning, people were being very resistant, but truthfully, there is no turning around. I say it all the time. I liken this to when the internet first started. Imagine being someone who like refuses to program a VCR, right? From back in the day, guys. If you don't know about it, don't worry. You don't have to ever worry about a VCR. The point is, this is like that. There's no getting around it. So take some time while it's as accessible as possible to learn about open source technology and how it can help you achieve your goals, because you may learn in the very near future that there is no other option than to get involved in it so that you can supplement your income. There is a lot of things coming that are going to put more restriction on, or perceived restriction on, our money. So people are going to have to branch out and pivot and do something different for an additional stream. All right. And it's available too. You've got to be really creative and you've got to start doing the research, because there is a possibility that if your funds come from a third party, that may not be as accessible next year. All right, so this is a very good time because the planets are supporting it for you to, start thinking outside of the box. And Spirit says the best course of action is to start with, if I could do anything at all to make money, what would I do? And then start thinking about ways you could make it happen, because that's how you really are going to make your money. So in terms of the Ace of Swords, is coming through as Temperance. I think you're going to learn, 1 second. Oh, great. What's this? 3 of Cups. All right. 1 moment. With the Ace of Swords, I'm picking up temperance, healing, balance, again, new information, and I'm sensing contractual endings that are going to bring things to a rest. But again, it's not going to necessarily go as planned. You're going to have to pivot. And it's going to be okay because it's still going to work out in your favor. And that's the thing. Spirit says, play the long game. Be smart. Be tactical. The 8 of Swords is being clarified by the Wheel, which is karmic justice. Don't I love it? We all do, Scorpios. You can absolutely expect that those perceptions, those people, anything that you thought was coming against you, you don't have to do anything. Just stand strong in your power, because those entities, energies, humans are being dealt with. Truly they are. And they're saying, so get out of your way. It's a perception. There's nothing that you need to do when you trust that the universe is working with you and not against you. You don't have to upset yourself. You don't have to exert yourself. You don't have to do anything except shine brightly and determine what makes you happy. And then you will literally have no choice but to attract like-minded energy beings, right? So as you shed the last bit of these friendships and these contracts and these old energies, know that you're going to be able to rest and celebrate with friends. New social circle coming your way. I'm sensing a lot of changes regarding your friend group into your favor. For those of you that have sisters or friends that you feel like family to you, I do sense more time with them is needed. So reach back out to your homegirls, right? Reach out to the women in your family. Gentlemen, reach out to whomever makes you feel comfortable, right? Because this is not about male or female. This is just about that feminine energy. Where do you go to feel at home, right? That's what Spirit is saying. Take a rest and get in an environment that makes you feel at ease, because it is going to be a lot of cosmic energy, and you're going to get a lot of ideas. You're going to get a lot of pulls and pushes to go in certain directions for independence. 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for people to co-collaborate, work together, and get curious about each other's strengths, and to then weave those things together to form the fabric of a new universe. Oof, I love that. That's okay. 1 second. So I've got the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, and they want both of these pages here with the 6 of Wands. They're basically telling me, okay, so pages are like students, right? They're excitable. They want to learn things. They are eager and happy and full of energy and just, you know, young and all these things. So you technically could be dealing with a younger earth sign and a younger water sign, or I'm sorry, younger earth and younger fire. And this could be like children, nephews, nieces, whatever, because I did say that you could be having some situations with your family. But I also feel that this is about learning how to do something new and getting creative with what you're going to do. Like the excitement of the pages is going to bring you the success that you need to be independent, because we saw that 9 of Cups at the end. Right. And then they're saying again, the Herald of Change, number 30, which reduces to 3. When you co-collaborate with others, the possibilities are endless, because I'm seeing 3 of Pentacles, and I'm also seeing the World card again. 1 second. All right. Show me more, Spirit. Queen of Swords. Perfect. King of Pentacles. Ah, okay. Here we go. So some of the disruption that we are going to be experiencing as a collective is going to put, Scorpio, you in the energy of wanting to be a little bit of an activist and getting out there and making a change. I do see a lot of pivoting taking place. So be mindful. Again, I feel like Spirit keeps telling us this, but be mindful of what you say and do online again. So there must be really something about to bubble up, because I keep getting that message of like an antagonist or like someone coming for you a bit. And Spirit says all you have to do is stay strong. Like it's a little bit of a test to make sure that you're ready to handle the responsibility of what's coming. Because for many of you, you're going to have a voice, a platform that's going to reach the masses, and you're not going to be able to get flustered the way you once did. So the path to continued happiness in calmer waters is to keep channeling this Queen of Swords just for a little bit longer, until after our season, at which point we can probably be all lovey-dovey again, at least for half of the month. But for now, you know, continue to refine what doesn't work. If, you know, because Scorpios, we're a fixed sign. So even though we flow and we go and we're all, you know, mermaidish and whatever, the reality of it is that, you know, when we think we're right, we know we're right. And we'll let you know what your opinion is if we want to hear about it. So it might be to our advantage to be a little bit more adaptable and allow, you know, what others say to maybe spark a creative pivoting in our plans, but it doesn't mean that we have to take on someone else's perspective and internalize it as truth. And they're showing me the Ace of Swords again. Like, just because someone says it is so does not mean it is so for you, and vice versa. So a lot of release happening at the end of the week as we get towards Libra season, right? As we get towards the 23rd. And then I've got the King of Pentacles here, clarifying the 5 of Wands. So I feel that this is about, you know, the King of Pentacles is a card of convention and a card of tradition. And I always think like, you know, like laws and all of that. King of Pentacles doesn't have very, you know, not very emotional, you know, very much about planning, organizing, earth energy. We're leaving that Virgo season. So, you know, you may find yourself in a little bit of conflict about how you feel about traditional things, especially after whatever mass thing is going to happen here. So I suspect that there is something coming out that has probably a political angle to it, and depending on where you live, it's going to determine what happens for you. So I just stay out of that. I don't turn on the TV. It might be happening already. I don't know, guys. You tell me. So I want to dig a little deeper. There are some things that I'm picking up from Spirit for you, Scorpio. So hang tight while I get clarification. All right. In terms of your friendships, you will be in an energy of meeting new people, a new group. Again, I've said this to many of you. It's almost like you are going to be in a situation where either you're invited to something, maybe with the women in your family or people that you consider to be family. I feel like you're going to be with one or two people and then go and explore a new situation where you'll meet other like-minded people. So keep that in the back burner. Again, a lot of changes in the workplace. If you own your own business, it is absolutely time to sit back, check your books, and refine your business plan. Because the world is changing, you also must pivot. Please keep in mind, if you do not work for yourself and you work for someone else, keep an eye on the industry that you are working for and determine in your mind's eye how you perceive that being beneficial or not for you in your future, because you've done a lot of changing. So are you now only doing something out of obligation, or have you pivoted over the last 18 months and balanced the vibration of desire in your day-to-day? Spirit says if you're in a position that you are not able, because the perception you carry is so strong, to leave the position that you are in currently, then Spirit is asking you to find what it is that truly makes you happy. What hobby makes you happy? What thing can you create by hand, by voice? What can you write about? What can you speak about? How can you help lift the vibration of the collective and find a balance between obligation and desire? Or you will find yourself in turmoil during the ascension process. You will be, out of balance, and it will become physically, I'm hearing, uncomfortable. For those of us that choose to fight, I guess, the changing times, what I'm sensing is that there's going to be disruption in the gut area. So that'll be where you feel it the most. One moment. I'm also sensing in terms of ascension and symptoms and things that are going to be happening for a lot of us this week because of the planetary shifts happening. Spirit's telling me you can expect potentially some, all right, if you can prepare for headaches, migraines, sinus, all this is what I'm picking up, okay? So just be mindful. Some of you may be experiencing more ringing of the ears and more synchronicities, 555, 8s, and 7s. One moment. As a matter of fact, anytime you're seeing the repetition from this point forward, it is your angel speaking with you, and it's important that you stop to think about what it was that you were doing in that moment. And that's actually a lot harder than it sounds. So if you can just rewind for 1 second, try to determine what you were thinking about when your angels were communicating with you. That's more important than determining what the time means, what the numbers mean. Just know that at the moment you were thinking the thing, they heard you, you're communicating. Then go investigate the rest. For those of you that are looking to switch up your look, this is a good time to do it between now and mid-October. One moment. This is also a good time to ask for a raise. It will give you the spark that you need to start pivoting as it is. Because whether you get it or not, I'm not sure. But Spirit's saying that that's going to be a catalyst for starting your own thing. It's either because you get the extra money to do it, or because you don't get the money and you are that frustration becomes I'm seeing two sticks rubbing together to create a fire. The Two of Wands. All right, perfect. All right, so also guys, in terms of your health, all I'm hearing is stay hydrated and make sure to get enough sleep. It's going to be largely difficult as we get towards the end of this week. So just, make sure that I keep seeing the Four of Swords again. Make sure to get plenty of rest so that you don't deal with exhaustion, because you're going to have a lot of demands put on you this upcoming week in terms of like your children are going to need things from you if you have kids. I feel like your family is going to be asking for things of you. You're going to be invited to do something maybe at the end of the weekend. So Lots of changes. What is this? Oh, that's great news. This is coming up again. Oh, wow, guys. As I was saying, community and building and meeting people. Thank you, Spirit. The Three of Pentacles. This is, again, this is my card of community, doing it better together, studying, crafting, divining, and making what you want happen. And then here, again, the Four of Wands. So Archangel Michael is, or I'm sorry, Archangel Metatron and Michael are available to assist you in this time. If you are feeling out of balance, they're asking, just say aloud, I need support. I need support with my community. I need support with my friendships. I need support with my love life. So for those of you that are not looking for love, you are still going to be gifted the opportunity to experience that vibration of love. So it may come in the form of friendships, or it may come in the forms of reconciliation. And I don't mean a romantic reconciliation. I'm saying like putting something to rest and feeling at ease with it. Perfect. What else? Ace of Wands. So this is very creative. So Spirit's saying that you're getting the energy to birth something new, and it's either going to be that you start paying attention to your creative, like passion projects, or for some of you, you may find yourself in the energy of wanting to have children, and you will be very successful. I'm picking up that by March. If you're looking to have children, by March, you will be having a positive pregnancy test. So that's great news. All right. Some of you are definitely going to be meeting somebody that's going to turn into something new. Thank you, Spirit. So, not something new, something long-term. Oh, it's going to happen quick. Eight of Wands. What's this? Oh, guys, look at this. So the Eight of Wands came out, and then I've got the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. Disruption coming in for us. So something about you taking action and moving forward. If you're traveling this week, okay, let me slow down because they're telling me a few things. Scorpio, if you're traveling this week for business, create time for possible delays. Whether you're traveling for business, traveling for pleasure, taking a long weekend, whatever you're doing, because now again, they're showing me the Four of Swords, like resting. If you're taking a mini vacay, pivot a little bit. Like don't pack it all full of things, because you're going to need to potentially make some changes, but it's actually going to lead you to something more fun. Like who knows, maybe that pivoting that you do is where you meet this person, because they keep showing me the Four of Wands, like big time. You might be going to a wedding, right? If you're going to a wedding, this month or at the end. Let me slow down. If you're going to a wedding this week, you may learn that you have to make some adjustments, right? Perhaps you can't travel to where you were going to go or the way you were going to travel. There might be something that's announced that puts you in a position of having to pivot. That's all. So don't jam pack your travel schedule. Make room for, delays, and also come up with an alternative way to travel from point A to point B. That's all. Thank you. All right, anything else? They said stand your ground as well. I feel that there might be some, what's it called? Lack of patience on your end. One moment. Seven of Wands. So we've got the Seven of Wands coming in twice. That's like boundaries and telling people to step back. Jeez. Karma coming up, Scorpio. Oh, what have I just uncovered? And the Magician. I keep telling you all that karma is coming for those who have wronged us, even if it's just our perception. Our perception is either going to get clarified because we learn the truth of the matter and we're able to put it to rest and say, okay, now I see it wasn't what I thought. The chances of that happening, not as high, because Scorpios are very intuitive. So, it's not so likely we'll be taken directly by surprise. But what I am hearing is you separating yourself from those negative energies from the past and knowing that the universe is going to handle it. Libra season coming at the end of this week. Justice is on her way. You've been thinking about it, crafting about it, wanting it, and here it is. That full moon in Aries, they're wanting me to say, at the end of this month is absolutely going to fuel that energy of justice, along with Libra season cup being here on the 23rd and Mercury going direct. All of that energy is pushing through karmic justices. So that's why I'm hearing let me go back to, this is very specific, but for all of us. So I saw the wheel here. The wheel is about karmic justice coming to fruition. So back to how this is going to play out for us. The way the planets are set up is that it's retribution time. So if you've done the good work, whatever that looks like for you, and you've stayed the course and you've kept your karma in check, and someone owes you money, you're going to get that money, maybe times 3, but you're going to get it. If someone owes you, you know, an apology, or if someone owes you whatever it is, right? The sale of something, a response, you can expect that to happen. Conversely, for the collective, if you have been on the wrong side of things, perhaps, and you've needed to learn lessons so that you can evolve, those people can expect to be experiencing their own dark night of the soul, right? And so Scorpio, all you can really do at this point is just know that may their dark night of the soul be no less painful or impactful as yours was, because look at where you are today compared to where you were. So that's all we can wish for anyone, is to evolve in whatever means necessary. So that clears your karma and allows you, you know, the, I don't know, a little bit of empowerment, knowing that the universe is working for you, because the planets really are set up to handle retribution. And that's, I keep hearing that word. I feel like there's a rise of the divine feminine, a rise for people in marginalized communities. And I feel that, Scorpio, there's going to be a call to action for light workers. And that's why I keep hearing this like social activism coming your way. But that can be done in many different ways. You don't ever have to leave your home to be involved with doing the light work, right? And for many of you, that's going to be what you start doing on the side for money. Perhaps you are spiritual, perhaps you are intuitive, perhaps you read cards, or you like astrology, and you start doing it on the side, or counseling or helping others. 10 of Swords. So the past is truly behind you. These things are truly going to start happening very, very quickly. And then you're going to have to just kind of take some time at the end of this month and, I'm sorry, at the end of this week, and just rest and take a look at what you have to organize and, I don't know, basically refine what's left for you to do so that things really make sense, because there's a lot of changes and it's happening very, very quickly. So let's see if there's anything else. Spirit says the Empress. That's it. This is the best. So this is all about transmuting pain and taking whatever it was that didn't serve you, feeding it to the ground, feeding it to the universe, knowing that what comes back at you is what you desire, because what you desire desires you. There's no way around it. You've done the work. You've gotten a hold of your emotions. You see the bigger picture. You do have authority to make different decisions. It's within your birthright to change your script at any time. And you started changing it back in October. You refined it back in April. Now we're here almost at October. And before our destiny's plan can be solidified and into a straight thought form for the universe to handle, we've got to just make sure that it's in alignment with who we are today. So go through those mundane tasks that Virgo has us do, your budget, your appointments, everything like that, and make sure that things are aligned. When it comes to your family, like I said, you may be approached to give more than you're able to. It's a test. Don't extend yourself, because that is what you once did, and that is why you've been working so hard. So I hope that serves you. They want me to pull a card from here and a shadow card. One moment. So in terms of angelic assistance, thank you. Don't hate, meditate. This has come up so often, no matter how much I shuffle it. Spirit says no matter what comes your way this week, it is 100% temporary, right? It's temporary. It's fluid. It will not last. Don't be angry. Be adaptable. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4. Repeat until you can just feel yourself back in that central position. Ask your angels for assistance. And this week, this is what they would like you to work on. One second. Here we go. What is this? Number 9, envious and gluttony. All right, thank you, Spirit. This is coming through like devil energy. So what I heard was, be clear and careful not to fall into old destructive behaviors when you are tested this week. So instead of leaning towards destructive behaviors of arguing or feeding into energy that doesn't serve you, substance abuse or use, however you see it, if you start to feel pulled that way, Spirit says, take that deep breath. And remember, this is temporary and that it's really just at this point an old habit. And this is your refinement period this week. So you're being tested. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it in anything. Don't overdo it in your thought patterns, in what you eat, in what you speak about. Everything in balance and moderation, that temperance card. All right, Scorpio. So we've got some bumps ahead of us in our favor. They're spiritual speed bumps. They're put there to get our attention, to make sure that we know what we're doing, because we are in manifestation mode. So be careful what you do this week and do it with ease and joy. And if it brings you anything other than that, take pause, reset yourself, and switch your perception. It's 1 week. You can handle it. All right, guys, thank you so much. And again, as I always say, speak only the truth and heal worlds with your words, because we are stars from the sky with feet on the ground, guys, doing the best we can. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for spending some time with me. Please hit that like button, notification bell, share, like, subscribe, go to my Instagram page, book a reading, all the things. Tell your friends. This is what I do for a living, and I am giving away 2 readings each month from now on. So please feel free to fill that out. It's my way to give back to the Starseed community. If you're part of my members only or you'd like to be, hit that join button and tell me all about it. We will get into more Starseed awakenings in that community. All right, guys? Thank you so much, and may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it, Scorpio. Shine brightly.